And, oh Lord, that's so low. And we're back. Let me lower this down so I can be seen. It is 6-something o'clock. My back hurts because I've been sitting in this chair all day. I'm trying something new. I'm trying this work from home job. The only thing is it's customer service, which isn't bad. It's just, I be trying so hard to find a resolution. And sometimes I don't even know what they be talking about. But I don't give up. So. And I got chicken in the oven, so I got 30 minutes. My bad. Okay. When I do stuff like that, don't mind me. I'm talking to myself, I think. Okay, where did I stop at last time? I probably look so crazy right now. Okay, I stopped at, the song I wrote. I'm not saying this, bro. Why did I thought I was a song artist or something? Ew. Okay. I stopped at, so that was a whole year. So we're going to start where me and Frog fell out. So it was us three. It was the three amigos. It was me, Frog. What should I call her? What name should I give her? I'm going to give her, I'll just say Gloss. We'll call her Gloss. So it was me, Frog, and Gloss. It was us three who was hanging out. And like I said before, we was pulling all-nighters, child. We was going to different people's houses. But don't worry, because I will still make it to class at 8 a.m. or 9 o'clock, or wherever I was at. I'd be tired, but I'll still be there. Somewhere in the mix. So I don't know if I said this the first time, but before Gloss and Frog, they were hanging out before I came into the picture. So I thought that they were cool and everything was cool, copacetic and all of that. So I'm like, okay, cool. Y'all friends. Okay, y'all want to bring me in. Okay, period. Come to find out, Gloss had some built up, I don't want to call it animosity, but there are things that were happening between their friendship that I wasn't aware of until Gloss brought it up in our group chat. So I'm in the group chat. I'm like, I just hear my phone ding. I don't remember where I was at. It was probably late at night. I was reading this long text message. Meanwhile, she's talking to Frog, but it's in the group chat. I hope I remember this correctly. This was like 5-something years ago. A little bit more, actually, because I graduated in 21. So this was like 6-7 years ago. Okay. But I was really like, where is this coming from? And then I can't remember if I ended up meeting up with Gloss in person like a few days after, or if I ended up calling her phone. I was like, what's going on? But either one of those two situations happened, and she was basically telling me how Gloss would let Frog sleep over her dorm, and she would leave like dirty panties around or something like that, or wouldn't clean up when she left her dorm or something to that extent. But now I'm saying it out loud that I'm probably mixing up her experiences with her friendship relationship with Frog, with her experience with her roommates that she had at the time. Because she did tell me that her roommates at the time, baby, they was nasty. Like, I remember her saying that they would leave, like, what's that stuff called? They would leave, like, their, can I say this? They would leave their pads, like, used pads open, used tampons open in the trash can. And nobody took out the trash ever. She was the only one that took out the trash. Like, I feel like I'm mixing those two stories together, but somewhere in the mix, Frog was in that. So I was like, okay. Oh, also, so that was one of those things. And then while we was cool and copacetic, all three of us together, I call myself, we used to go to this restaurant. We went like once a week, probably more than that. And we went in there. Our first time going in there, it was her spot. And she brought us there. And it was like a Philly steak place. I don't even know if it's still there anymore. It's probably something else there. But it was like a Philly steak place. And we sat at the little bar area to see what we wanted to eat. And the cook at the time, I'm so oblivious, I swear. I'm not a person where you can throw little hints or little like little subtle hints that you like me or something like that. I'm not gonna catch up on that. I need direct communication. I need that. The little winks, the little extra looks. I'm not catching up on that. I'm not catching that. So I'm gonna move on with my day. So that was happening. That is what was happening the first day at that restaurant, right? So we came back. I can't remember if we came back later that weekend or the next week on that same day. But when we came back, so we was at the restaurant. I mentioned that I was gonna go to a boy's house. Mind you, I was lying straight through my teeth, but I just had to say it because because I don't know why. It was back then. It was easy for me to lie. Like, I could make up a lie just off of it. Oh my goodness, that's so bad. I didn't lie all the time, but things I feel like wasn't that big of a deal, I'll just make up a lie. Be like, yeah, I'm gonna go to my man's house. No, it ain't no man to ever exist at that time. So, what am I talking about? Where am I at? Oh, so when I said that, he overheard it while he was cooking up our little steaks and stuff. And he didn't say anything. For some reason, my two friends at the time, they caught on to it. Me, I didn't catch on to no type of looks, no type of like jealousness or nothing. Ew, what is my hair doing? Oh, you'll fix that later. I didn't catch on to none of that. They didn't tell me that he felt some type of way about me saying that until we came back. So we came back. And so that's a story for another day. I ended up being all up underneath that little chef. Y'all, oh my gosh. What was I thinking? Okay. So that was my little boo at the time. My little friend. The chef that cooks, that works at the restaurant, the Philly cheesesteak restaurant on the strip. At the time. And then I can't remember if Gloss had her little thing going on. She did not have her little thing going on. Nope. But Frog had her little thing going on. He would hang out with us all the time, actually. Which is another issue in itself, because he thought he run stuff over here. I don't know who. It was just like he was just more sassy than we was. Ooh. That's story for another day, too. So, what else happened? So one night we was out. We went to the restaurant. I was with my boo. Frog brought her boo. Mind you, all three of us rode to the restaurant together. So I was going to get in the car with my boo. And for some reason, Frog didn't. Frog had her boo with her. And I'm in my head, I'm like, I was about to say bye to them, and they were all going to get in the car, in Frog's car, because hello, Gloss came with Frog. All of us came together. All three of us came together. But if I want to leave with my boo, I only feel comfortable leaving knowing that Gloss will be with Frog, because Frog, you brought Gloss here, so you're not going to take Gloss home. And I said that, I was like, she taking too long to answer the question. Are you gonna take Gloss home or not? You brought her here. Why would you leave her here and not take her home? It's not the fact that Gloss didn't want you to be with your boo. It's just, okay, take her back to her dorm if you want to go off with your boo. So me, I was like, baby, it ain't nothing for me. If she was gonna walk home, I was gonna walk home with her. Bye, boo. But she didn't want me to do that because she was mad at Frog. Like, why would you not drive me back home? And in hindsight, looking in, I probably should have just been like, I don't care that you're mad. I'm walking home with you. I don't care. We'll take an Uber together. At the time, I probably should have just forced my friendship hand and did that. But I think that was what really crossed the line for her. I can't remember anything else happened after that. But that's how they got up to that's how them two, that was building up between them two. Now, so after that happened, that's when she sent the text in the group chat about how she don't want to be friends with Frog anymore. And I was like, okay. And then she left the group chat, and I was like, okay, period. So all that happened around the time it was finals week. And so this is our first year actually like being friends with each other. And I'm pretty sure this was sophomore year. So I don't know how everybody else does finals week, but finals month, the month of April and May, I'm not talking to nobody. Don't call me, don't text me. If you do text me, it's gonna be dry and short and to the point. I'm gonna let you know that I'm studying. So at the time, so that was happening at the same time, right? And I'm like, okay, well, I can still be friends with Gloss and still be friends with Frog, because both of us do different things, like it's not that deep to me. I'll just hang out with her separately and hang out with her separately. It wasn't that deep to me. And it was working for a little bit until Frog. So let me, I'm going too fast. So during finals week, I was studying heavy in the Ferg. Like that was my spot at that year. That was my spot to study. And because I was a STEM major, Gloss was also a STEM major. Even though we didn't exactly have this exact majors, like I think her major was engineering or something, and then my major was biology. We're still STEM. And I'm like, I work well with people who are also studying with me. So we were spending hours in the Ferg studying, laughing, all of these things. And I guess, I don't know how Frog figured out that I was hanging out more with her versus Frog, her. And I was, but it wasn't intentional. It's just because it's finals week, girl. Finals is coming up. I am a biology major. I am a STEM major. I don't have time to do the things I was doing in the beginning of the semester, okay? Because now I'm not just recapping. These finals are cumulative. I'm not just going over the exam 1 or just exam 2. Baby, I'm going over exam 1, 2, 3, and 4. And on top of that, going through every quiz. I go back through every chapter that we read. Like this is for each subject. And mind you, I was taking 6 classes every semester. 6 classes every semester, y'all. 6 classes every semester. Oh gosh. Sorry. And then most of those classes I was taking, most of them were 3 credit hours. And you know the ones that are 3 credit hours and above require the most attention from you, the most studying from you. And I feel like I explained that to her before, but for some reason she just thought that I was just choosing gloss over her. And I didn't even have time to explain to her that wasn't the case. Girl, I just said, you know what, I don't care. Jesus, girl, I got bigger fish to fry. I'm getting stressed all over again thinking about it. But I hate being pulled in 50 million different directions when I'm trying to explain why I may not be going that fast in this direction. I'm still going in this direction. I just won't be able to go as fast as you want me to in that direction. Mind you, she texts me talking about some, you're not communicating with me, you're not texting me enough, and the sister, even when we was a trio, even when it was just me and you, before I found out that you knew before you introduced me to Gloss, you never texted me. I was always texting you. Even when it was the 3 of us and we was all hanging out, you know the person who was texting me like, hey, we're going to this, you want to come? It was Gloss. It was never Frog. Even though I knew Frog so much longer than I knew Gloss. I knew Gloss for a month. I knew you since middle school. Now all of a sudden when you fall out with Gloss, now all of a sudden it's, why you not texting me enough? You never established that we were on texting randomly. How do you say that? Like we never just texted randomly throughout the day, ever. So I'm confused on why you wanted that to happen right now. Especially now Father's Week. Girl, you should be studying. I mean, you wanted to study, but you could just say that too. I could have came over, you know. We could have met up somewhere and had a study buddy too. Oh, and also, we were supposed to be roommates the following year. Ooh, maybe this wasn't sophomore year. This was not sophomore year. All this happened freshman year. Because I moved to those apartments sophomore year. Okay, maybe this was second semester. Okay, this is all happened freshman year. This was second semester. We were supposed to move in together in an apartment sophomore year, but she texted me talking about something. Take my name off of the preferred roommate list. I said, okay. I ain't never talked to her again after that. Because like I said, that was the first time she had ever texted me first. Oh! I said, whoa, you texted me first now? Where was this energy before? Oh my goodness. You know what's crazy? Before she texted me that, I met up with her in person. And we literally had a heart-to-heart in her car. Like, we literally cried on each other's shoulders, talking about how we don't want to lose this friendship. Like, we know each other for too long to let this happen. And I'm like, and I guess because I didn't text her first, that was her confirmation that I didn't want to be her friend anymore. Like, girl. Like, even after heart to heart, I went to church with her family. Like, this is the first time you ever invited me out. This is the first time you ever invited me out. Just from you reaching out to me. It was weird. It was weird. Like, we were not on that level of friendship ever. We've never even been on that level of friendship ever. Because you know what's crazy? Frog also did the same thing to me in high school. She'll find a friend. Me and her would be cool, right? Like, me and her cool. Talking. She sit next to me on a bus. We eating lunch together. And then she'll meet another friend. Why am I saying she'll meet? She met somebody else. like another friend at school, and it just completely forgot about me. Just completely forgot about me, which at the time didn't bother me because I had other friends staying out with at the time. But it didn't start that didn't bother me until Frog and that person had a falling out, and then both of them coming to me trying to make me their besties. Don't come, don't come double backing now. Y'all best friends. Y'all don't need me no more. Y'all forget about little old me. Now y'all don't. Now y'all not seeing eye to eye. Now both of y'all want to eat breakfast with me in the morning. Now both of y'all want to sit next to me on the bus. Meanwhile, I was sitting by myself. That's why it didn't faze me for real when she texted me talking about some take my name off the roommate recommendation list. I said, okay, fine. Literally, I'm not phased. You've done this before. I should have never expected